Hey, it's Twas.
And Shonda, and welcome to
DinkLife.
We are in the Great Smoky Mountains, more specifically Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and we are at Dollywood today. It is the day after Thanksgiving, and it is crazy busy.
It is busy, for sure.
We were kind of expecting that anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, it's insanely busy. But however, the weather is beautiful. It's in the 50s. It's nice and sunny. We are about to go pick up a tasting pass, which we paid $35.99 a piece for. And what that means is there are certain places around the park where we get to stop and we get food. That is between, I would say, anywhere between like $5 and $10, and you get 5 of those for the $35.99. This is only our second time to Dollywood. We did this last year, the week after Thanksgiving, and it was dead.
Yeah.
So, if you're thinking about coming this time of year, definitely,
quite a bit different.
Recommend waiting until the week after, or even maybe the week after that. I'm sure the closer you get to Christmas, the worse it gets. We just couldn't. This was the only time we could swing it. So we wanted to come down and check it out. I'm not entirely sure how much the actual admission was into the park.
We bought a 2-day pass, but I'll add it in. Yeah,
it was like $84 or something.
It was something like that.
Person.
Yeah, a person. And then the parking's $25 a car.
Okay, and then also because it's so busy today, we did buy. I don't know what they call it here. I think it's called Time Saver, actually. And they have 3 levels of it. The first level you can select 5 rides that have Time Saver. I think that's $60. The one we got was $80, and that's unlimited on any ride that has Time Saver, except for FireChaser. You only get it on once, and Big Bear is excluded completely. Then the next level up is the premium level. It's like $99, I want to say, somewhere around there, and that's everything. You can ride everything unlimited, except Big Bear, and that's one time.
Yeah.
When we went in to buy the Time Saver passes, that one was already sold out, so we knew it was going to be a busy day today. But anyway, that's okay. We knew it was going to be busy, so we'll bring you along with us and see what's doing.
It's a busy day at Dolly. It's a busy one though. Dolly map. Well, I guess we go that way, right?
Well, let's just go then. So we are currently in line at Big Bear Mountain here at Dollywood. It is their newest roller coaster manufactured by Intamin. We got here at rope drop, and it says the wait time is 50 minutes, but we'll see. We'll let you know once we get up there. I'm guessing that's just a guesstimate because the park just opened, and so we don't know. We did get Fast Pass today, but the Fast Pass that we got, Big Bear Mountain, was not on it, so we're gonna wait in line with everybody else.
You really like the look of their entrance.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Curves off to the side real quick, but it's nice. Here it is. Took a little searching around. Some Christmas toasted sandwich, chicken pot pie, and a expressed orange. Here we got pork belly skillet, sweet Italian sausage skillet. Oh, potato tornado. Potatoes around a hot dog.
Chili potato tornado.
That sounds tasty.
Yeah.
We got donuts. Cotton candy over here. Kettle corn. Market Square. And funnel cakes back in the corner. I think I'm going pork belly. Yeah, I ended up getting the pork belly.
Okay, and I used my tasting pass to get a chili cheese potato. Now, normally, I think the sign said this would cost $13.99.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously,
same on mine.
yeah, if you get the tasting pass and you get 5 things that cost $13.99, you are more than getting your money's worth.
Yep. Let's see how they taste.
Yep, let's do it. I don't even know how to eat this. I'm sure I should just pick it up and eat it off the skewer, but... Is it? Mm-hmm. All right, let's give this a whirl, shall we? Very tasty.
Good.
There's a little kick to the chili. I will say the potato is not seasoned at all. They didn't put salt or anything on it, so that's kind of a disappointment, but as long as you've got all the stuff on it, it tastes pretty good.
We're doing eggnog milkshake.
So with the tasting pass, we were also able to get these eggnog milkshakes. They are normally $8.99. So again, if you add that to what we've already spent, we're looking at like already we've spent almost $25 on food, and the tasting pass was only $35.99. So we'll definitely get our money's worth out of that.
Sounds like the train's coming. There's some church.
They don't have the benches out to watch the...
Oh yeah, they don't this year.
Maybe unless they put them out later.
Oh yeah, it could be. Blazing Fury does have... This is, I guess, the schoolhouse you went to school in?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, maybe not.
It's definitely just an old schoolhouse.
Old schoolhouse though.
The Wild Eagle, which is kind of behind us, but you can't really see it because most of it is actually hidden behind trees.
Yeah, you can't see much of it.
It's fun. It's you know, it's a fun coaster. I think it's very smooth for what it is.
I like it better than Gatekeeper at Cedar Point.
I think so too. I'm just not a big fan of Gatekeeper like everybody else is, but the one thing I will say is this: the operations on that ride were absolutely terrible. Even with our time saver, we waited 40 minutes to get on that ride, and the line time for the regular line was 75 minutes. So it didn't even really cut the wait time in half, which I believe that's what Universal promises with their fast passes, and Lightning Lane at Disney is amazing. That thing runs like a clock. So they got a little bit of work to do here. I don't know if they were maybe not expecting to be so busy today.
It's a busy day.
If they oversold the time savers, or if it's just the operations on that ride in particular were terrible. I'm not entirely sure, but it definitely is not worth 40 minutes. So I would say even if you have a time saver, check and make sure how long the line is before you go ahead and hop in there.
I know your mind has great sense.
Here's the Dollywood sign. Lots of traffic today.
So hey guys, we took a little break.
Your driver is Jesus.
Hold on.
And in the back there is Dwayne.
As you can hear, we're on the tram, and we had to go back and let the dogs out, so we're just doing a little info bit here as we're riding back into the park. So we have been to Disney on Thanksgiving, Disney at Christmas, and man, as packed as it wasn't nearly as bad as this place. And I'm not even talking about the crowds. The crowds are fine. We're used to crowds. We're used to busy parks. That's not the issue. The issue is how this place operates when there are such big crowds. And let me tell you, it has been abysmal so far. First of all, we bought $80 a piece for time saver passes or lightning lanes or whatever you want to call them. And in the 5 hours we were here before we went back and let the dogs out, we managed to get on 3 rides. That's right, 3.
Yeah.
And one we couldn't even use a time saver for because you weren't allowed. The one ride we waited with a time saver for 40 minutes. The regular line was 75 minutes. The next ride was 100 minutes regular line. We waited for 60 minutes with a time saver. So needless to say, I went to guest services and got a refund on those because honestly, 5 hours, 3 rides, that's inexcusable when you've spent the same amount of money to, you know, get a time saver pass that we spent on a 2-day park pass for both of us. That's the first issue. The second issue, when we went out and let the dogs out and came back, is parking. So as we were driving toward the front lot, we could see a bunch of empty spaces up toward the front of the park where people had left earlier in the day. Instead, they directed us all the way to the back of the lot where people who had come in later were parking and said, good luck finding a parking space, have at it. And by the way, don't make your own parking space because you'll get towed. Meanwhile, half the aisles are blocked off by people who made their own parking space. So it is, pardon my French, a complete clusterfuck. And I mean, that's the only way to describe it. So, you know, again, crowds are not a big deal if you know how to operate. Disney knows how to do it. Universal knows how to do it. This place, not so much. So all I can say is I hope to God, if you're coming here, check the crowd calendar and make sure that it's not going to be at capacity because it's awful.
For sure. It's pretty with the mountains back there.
It is beautiful.
Yeah. It's pretty.
It is beautiful, but oof.
It's packed.
And that's okay, like I said.
It's pretty.
Oh, I see that. When we post this. I'm gonna go.
There it is. It's pretty good. So I got the, what was it?
So that's pot roast mac and cheese,
Yeah.
which was $13.99, and then this is chili with cornbread, 3-bean chili with beef and cornbread, and that was also
I
$13.99.
think it was 8.
No, they
Okay.
were both $13.99.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, again, that's like what, $27, $28 worth of food.
Yeah.
And again, the pass was only $35.99.
It's very pretty. See the roller coaster hill in the background there too. Here's the shop. Oh, nothing happening. He's just grinded something. Should we walk up into the church? It's usually only on European trips. Looks really cool at night. Look at that. It's pretty fancy, man.
That's beautiful.
Makes it look magical, though.
It's like windy.
So many games being played. FireChaser looks sweet at night. Lots of snow.
Merry Christmas.
I do wish they had some beer up in here.
No shit.
And some Thunderhead next. Yeah, the Mystery Mine does look awesome from here. Mystery Mine.
So since we got back to the park, we've been able to get on FireChaser Express and Thunderhead. FireChaser Express is a nice little family coaster, a little
really
steel
fun,
coaster.
yeah.
It's fun. It's really fun.
It's a cool loading system too.
Yeah.
Way different than most coasters.
It's got a launch at the beginning, and then at one point you go backward, but it's not, if you've been on Expedition Everest, the backward part's not nearly as extreme.
No.
So if that makes you sick, then you need not worry about that on FireChaser Express.
No.
It's not as bad.
It's not that bad, no. It's a family coaster.
Now, having said that, we just rode what I personally consider to be the best ride in the park and my second favorite wooden coaster that I have ever ridden, and that's Thunderhead.
Thunderhead's amazing.
That thing is, that's one thing Dollywood's got.
So many little bunny hills.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's
I was flying out of my seat, and that's what I love. I don't need all the bells and whistles. I don't need 17 inversions. I mean, those are okay, right? But like, just give me a good old coaster where I fly out of the seat, and I am totally good. So for me, Thunderhead is one of the best coasters on the planet. The other thing I will say, you know, we had some bad things to say earlier, obviously. One thing I have noticed though, you know, again, I mentioned we've been to Disney at Thanksgiving and Christmas, and man, the patrons in that park are so rude.
Yeah.
They're rude to other patrons and they're rude to cast members. And I will say one thing here that I have not noticed, and it is packed to the gills, is that nobody is treating anybody badly.
Yeah.
Nobody's being rude, nobody's running anybody over, nobody's cutting in line, nobody's pushing and shoving. So for that, I am extremely grateful and thankful, because at Disney, people are horrific.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, that's been one good thing.
Everybody's been pretty laid back.
Yeah, everybody's been great. The food's been great. And so we're still trying to make the best of the evening.
Yeah, and hopefully we're coming up
On a
to
drone
see the
show,
drone
yeah,
show, our
right?
first one ever.
Exactly.
Beautiful arches. Oh, one just fell.
Go, baby Jeebus.
Cool how it looks like it just like slowly
I
growing
know,
bigger.
that's insane.
I do really like the look of this park.
I agree.
It's a pretty park. Yeah. Cinnamon bread. See what they got on this though.
The dolly stored in by lightning rod, and I'm guessing this is where we moved it all.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh my! Just for comparison, how much was the dolly lounge for?
What is the name of this guy?
Cool, that thing right there. Oops, sorry.
So behind us is the entrance to Lightning Rod, and if you follow coaster news or you're a theme park enthusiast, you probably already know that it is closed for the season. They are removing the launch hill and putting in a chain lift, so it's been closed since the end of October. Thankfully, we got to ride it last year, and it was pretty amazing. So I'll be curious to see what it's like once they change the launch hill.
Night ride on the cars.
People on it.
There we go, flying around the track.
Oh my God! See what happened?
It is dead now. At least back over in here. Nice job. It's so pretty with all these
It
lights.
really is. I love these bells.
Yeah,
It's one of my favorite things.
I like how the buildings are all lit up too well, real well too. crazy it looks back up here on the hill. I know, it looks crazy. So intense.
So we are currently at Aunt Granny's for lunch. This is a family-style restaurant. So what you basically do is you pay, I'm sorry, how much did you say you thought it was? $26.99 a person?
Yeah.
Okay, $26.99 a person, and you get to choose 3 meats, which Wes just showed you the menu, and 4 side dishes, and then you share. So it's a little bit like Disney, if you've ever eaten at Liberty Tree Tavern. We came here last time we were here, and it was lovely. It's delicious. So we decided to come here again and get some lunch. Obviously, as you can tell from my clothes, we're on day 2 at Dollywood. In a little bit better of a mood today. The park doesn't seem nearly as busy, which I find weird since it's a weekend, but what do I know? So we're going to take you along with us for a little bit today, and then probably combine the 2 days together.
So we got green beans. What was this? The
Roasted potatoes, fried chicken, hot roast, turkey, braised cabbage, and macaroni and cheese. Now, we did also order the corn pudding. The green beans were a mistake, but it's not a big deal. She's going to bring us some.
Bye, Tavia. See you later, Tavia. Out of 3, let's tell the engineer to blow the whistle. 1, 2, 3, blow the whistle.
So Daddy decided that this was the year that my mother should have a wedding gown. And so he told all of us that we could be in on this.
Nice folks, remember that big howdy when we left? Well, let's give it to them again on a count of 3. 1.
Mr. Santa, we've been so good. We've washed the dishes and done what we should.
They told me, a newborn king to see, deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la.
So one thing we haven't talked about yet is the entertainment here at Dollywood, and as you just saw, we saw the Mistletones, which is their a cappella version, kind of like pentatonics. They're fantastic, really.
Yeah, really good. Same people from last year, too.
Some of them. I think there's a couple new ones. But, you know, this sort of is like nostalgic for me because many moons ago in college, I used to perform at amusement parks, too. I worked at Jogga Lake, now defunct Jogga Lake, and Idlewild Park. So I love watching stuff like this because it just sort of like brings me back. Last year when we were here, we saw a show called Smoky Mountain Christmas, I think it was. Which was sort of a combination of a family celebrating Christmas and the nativity scene. And then we saw something called Twas the Night Before Christmas as well, which was the story of a family on Christmas Eve who had some uninvited guests at their house in the form of mice. So I will say that both of those shows were quite long, actually, close to an hour, which is why we sort of didn't go again this year and tape any of them, because it does take up a big chunk of the day. But all of the entertainment that we've seen here has been phenomenal, really top-notch. Yeah, I would definitely say it's sort of like a step above the
like
Cedar Points and the stuff like that. But you know, it's real close up there with like Disney and Universal stuff. So I mean, if you're here, definitely check out one of the shows if you have some time.
It's a pretty carousel.
Yeah. I think it's cute.
I think this kid area is pretty cute.
I think it's a cute idea for a kid area, theming it after a circus or a carnival. Yeah, I mean, it's really...
So much black soot.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And it's polluting the air.
Oh, smells good. The train is impressive. There it goes. And the Eagle Watch, where they rehabilitate eagles. Here's where they do their Wings of Flight show.
Which we did also see last year.
Yeah, really good show.
It was very good, and they give you a lot of information about the birds that they use, which is very interesting.
What would Dolly do? Oswald needs this little cowboy hat. Oh man, he would look adorable with this.
But he needs his jean jacket.
I think the hat's cooler.
No!
And we head on into the Christmas store.
Here we are. Dollywood.
There's lightning on getting all of its work. They got a massive crane up there. That had to be a pain in the ass to get up there.
You're not getting your face painted. I told you this place was out of money. So one thing I have been noticing lately as we've gone to a bunch of amusement parks around the country is every other park seems to be taking a page out of Disney's book, and they all have spirit jerseys now. Frankly, these are the best ones I've seen other than Disney's, to be honest with you, and I did buy one last night. There's really the same price as Disney. They're $74.99. Like this red one is really cool. You know, it says Dollywood. I actually ended up buying this black one over here. But I'm kind of glad that other parks are jumping on the spirit jersey bandwagon because they're really cool looking.
I think these cinnamon, like that one's pretty good.
See, I like that one.
Yeah, I even like that one.
Yeah,
Forward.
I feel like either of those two are like what you would wear.
Yeah.
That one's really cute though.
Yeah, they're
The
cool.
yellow one.
I like
Not
those Dollywood hats. The black one, this one's not bad. It's pretty classic. Yellow with the nice truck. Dolly Rockstar. Naughty. It's a pretty big store total. It's cool, they got lots and lots of dog stuff, which is awesome. Dresses, chew toys. Oh, look at that, that's cute. Look at this one with the wig, oh man. Wadsworth would look amazing in that one.
Alright guys, so we've just spent a day and a half-ish at Dollywood, and we are getting ready to head out for today. I think, you know, that's probably all you need here.
Yeah, I mean, if you were watching all the shows, you would definitely need a full 2 days.
Because those are long. And also, you know, if you ride a lot and you want to ride things like multiple times, then yes, definitely that too. Today has been much more pleasant than yesterday was.
Much more pleasant than yesterday.
It's not nearly as crowded.
Don't come on Black Friday.
No, yeah, note to self. Again, you know, like I said yesterday, it's not the crowds I mind. Obviously, we've been in crowded places. It's how places handle the crowds, and they need to work on that a little bit. I know some people will say, like, you know, when I was crabbing about the parking and the time saver pass entitlement, right? But it is kind of entitlement because I do believe that you're entitled to what you pay for. And if you're gonna pay a lot of money to come somewhere and pay for a product, that product should work well.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my problem, and you know, hopefully you guys understand that. I wasn't trying to be like overly crabby or bitchy. I just
yeah,
it needs work.
And technically, they gave you a full refund.
They did give, well, allegedly.
Yeah.
It hasn't shown up on my card yet.
They
But
gave you a full
the
refund.
person that I talked to about it was
very nice.
extremely kind. So I'm not saying anything bad about who handled it or how they handled it. they just need to work on that. They need to get better with the parking situation when it's busy and with the time saver pass situation when it's busy. Otherwise, this is a great park. This is our second time here,
Awesome
and
park.
we love it. The theming is great. You know, the food is great.
Yeah, they
the
have some
shows are
amazing
great.
family coasters.
Yeah, some great family coasters. When Lightning Rod is back open, that's my favorite RMC. I know that's not a popular opinion. Oh, one other thing too, I was wrong about Big Bear Mountain. That it is not an intimate, it's Vekoma. So my bad on that. And additionally, the tasting pass, I think I kept saying it was $35.99 and it was $39.99. I think that's the price it was last year, actually. But still, even at that, it was worth it for everything that we got to eat yesterday. So if you have a chance to get that, definitely recommend that too. But as always, just remember, whatever you decide to do, just get out there and do it.